Welcome to another episode of Temple Touch, the weekday devotion to inspire you, increase your faith, and encourage you to serve the Lord with all your heart, mind, and strength. Today's lesson comes from Philippians chapter 3, verse 12 to 14, which says, "It's not that I have already reached the goal or have already completed the course, but I run to win that which Jesus Christ has already won for me." Brothers and sisters, I can't consider myself a winner yet. This is what I do, however. I don't look back. I lengthen my strides and take bigger steps, and I run straight towards the goal to win the prize that God's heavenly call offers in Christ Jesus. Whoever has a mature faith should think this way, and if you think differently, God will show you how to think. However, we should be guided by what we have learned so far. Today's thought is, keep driving forward. One day, a young lady was driving along with her father, who wanted to take her to a special place when they rode right into a nasty, violent storm. The young lady, with concern in her voice, asked her father, what should she do? He smiled and said, keep driving. Cars began to pull over to the side as the storm seemed to get worse. With a worried look on her face, the young lady looked over at her father, who was humming a tune, and said, "What should I do?" Without missing his rhythm, the father smiled again and said, "Keep driving." A few miles up the road, the young lady noticed that huge 18-wheeler trucks were now pulling over also, because they could barely see up ahead. Now, with fear in her voice, she told her dad, "I must pull over. I can barely see ahead. It's terrible out here, and everyone else is pulling over." Her father, who seemed not to be bothered by the storm, looked over at her and said, "Follow my instructions and all will be well. Just keep driving." Now, the storm was terrible, but the young lady never stopped driving, and soon, little by little, she could see a little bit more clearly. After a couple of miles, she was out of the storm, in a place where the sun was shining brightly and all looked well with the world again. Her father tapped her on the arm and said, "Now pull over and get out." "But why, Dad?" she asked, with a somewhat confused look on her face. The old man again smiled and said, "I want you to get out and look back at the storm. You kept moving forward. You never gave up. And now the storm is behind you." Wherever you are today, whatever you are going through, know that God the Father is sitting right next to you, encouraging you to follow His directions and to keep driving forward. You may not see your breakthrough or even feel it is coming, but the Father knows exactly where He is leading you today. And if you listen and follow His instructions for your life, He guarantees that all will be well. Isn't it great to have a solid guarantee from the Master of the universe that all things will work out for good because you love the Lord? With that guarantee, you need nothing else. So today, keep driving forward. Thank you for listening to today's Temple Touch, and have a blessed day.